So now, how to make your recording sound as good as possible. Recording quality has a lot to do with where you place the mic in relation to the sound source. When you talk on a phone, your voice is really close to the mic, and so it picks up the sound very, very clearly. So if I want to use my phone in order to take audio, I need to take that same spot where the microphone is and get it fairly close to my sound source. From there, it depends on how loud my sound source is. We all know that if a sound is really, really quiet, you want to lean in order to hear it better, or if it's really loud, you want to get further away so that it doesn't make our ears hurt. The same principle works with microphones. So if you have your microphone here and your sound source here, your sound source is a wave that goes along and hits the microphone. The microphone has a diaphragm that's very, very sensitive. It works just like our eardrum. So when the sound hits the diaphragm here, it sets the diaphragm to vibrating, and then in a microphone that converts it into an electrical signal on the other side. If we have a sound level that's at a good volume, then we get enough input into that diaphragm in order to have a really strong sound signal. If we have a very soft sound signal, it's just going along like this, it's just too soft. So our solution for that is to get our sound source and our microphone closer together so that the sound is actually picked up by the microphone diaphragm properly. We have a really nice sound sample that one of the C.A.R.E. clients sent in. Here's the first version. As you can hear, that's pretty soft. So I'd asked her if there was any way to get the microphone just closer to the sound source so that we could hear it a little bit better. Now, if we have a loud sound source, really loud, and then we have our diaphragm over here, this loud sound source is going to really, really excite the diaphragm too much. That creates distortion. All we're hearing is that reaction of the diaphragm over-vibrating rather than the actual sound source that we want to hear. So what do we do when we have a really strong sound source here? How do we get that to be good quality sound? Well, we just have to make sure that those two are further apart and doesn't distort. So when I was thinking about doing some recording, I decided to record one of the sounds I hear around here all the time, the train. So normally I hear it from very, very far away, and it's quite soft and it's very beautiful. If I want that to sound good on a recording, then I need to find a way to get closer to the train. So I went for a walk the other day and got a bit closer to the train to try and record it. So I sat down for a while and I pressed record. I discovered that, it's a lot easier to record birds than trains, and that I need to learn a little bit more about the train schedule. But when the train did come, I took my first recording that sounded like this. That's what happens when a sound source is too loud for the microphone. So I backed further away from the tracks, and the next time I recorded this. So that's a way that we can make a really loud sound source sound really good in a recording. Don't hesitate to take a second, third, fourth, and sometimes fifth take, because sometimes those are the best recordings. And when you think you've got something that sounds good, send it along.